What's happening, you kind folks? Welcome to another Ipaintcreatures video on the World Wide Web. Really look forward to making these each week and sharing with you all, and definitely pass them on to people that you know would benefit them. It's a great reflection for me to look back and show you all these speed paints, and today I'm showing you one of all the ka-kappadjs, and this is a wood burning piece, and eventually want to paint it. And this is kind of a remake because I did one originally and then I sold it, and I just really love this piece of it's in 96542 in the story world of MATSU, and they're in the realm called Falls, and there's a whole bunch of other kappas chilling on the rocks, and then that's DJ Mix jumping down at the waterfall. But I wanted to explore a quote today, and this one is by Cullen Hightower, and Cullen says, "Worry compounds the futility of being trapped on a dead-end street. Thinking opens new avenues." And I think real important for me there is I love poetry. I love words. I really believe that, you know, one of the most distinctive things on the earth that makes you who you are is the frequency that your voice you talk at and how you rearrange symbols. And of course, the language symbols, they start inside your mind. And so definitely worry compounds the futility of being trapped. It definitely, you know, if you worry, you just go deeper and deeper into that dead-end street and get trapped in the corner of that darkness, right? And I think a lot of it, that's why I love poetry, and I call it delicious language. And I also like to define poetry as the freedom of language, right? To combine any symbols that exist in this English language, you know, because I'm pretty much an English language poet, right? And knowing that language, it came from a conqueror's language, right? That's why English and Spanish and more the predominant languages have gone over the world, because they came from the conquerors, right? Which kind of gives them a negative, you know, kind of basis. But, you know, when you're a wordsmith, there are no negative words or positive words. That all words are useful. It's just how you combine them and how you move them around, right? And at first, definitely if you use some of those worry words, and worry words in language inside your mind, to me, is using your imagination and projecting, you know, coming from a place of lack, limitation, and failure in your consciousness. And so you project forward that it's not going to work out, or you don't have the resources, or you're not, you know, you don't have the grounding or the foundation in yourself, you know. So then it definitely, you know, becomes the futility of being trapped on a dead-end street with Cullen. I'm really getting what Cullen's saying here. And then to think open to new avenues, at least in my life. That's why I'm an art educator, and I love spending time with all ages of people and inspire them to get their curiosity back and their intuition. And then as soon as you get your imagination, intuition, curiosity, will, you know, and all those mental faculties back, it's just a daily exercise of really figuring out how to intentionally hone those and focus those. And you know, always for me is always, that's why I love all the arts, because I think they do, you know, like for instance poetry, right, and visual illustration and painting, you know, is a lot to do with your mind and training your imagination to think from, to see forward, you know, and not just, you know, get caught in the worry and concern and, you know, fear thoughts inside yourself, and don't let those ruminate, which means they just go round and round and round and round, and then they don't have no way out and way of becoming anew. So I think Cullen's really here. Thinking opens new avenues, and I think thinking in poetic terms, thinking in painted terms, thinking in symphonic metaphors, I think it really helps. And that's what I search for, you know, in all my creative work, especially a lot of my spoken poetry and performance poetry and written poetry is always looking for, new avenues, new thoughts, new words, new possibilities, to fuel that curiosity and that wonder, so I don't get stuck ruminating in the worry and the compounds of the futility of it, and then getting trapped on a dead end street in my mindset. So and also just always surrounding yourself with people who really work on their creativity every day and sustain through their creativity. They will help, bring thinking that opens new avenues, new thoughts, and new words. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you folks real soon.